Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to another rebuild. If you can guess by the color, we're doing one of the two teams with red. I wanted to do a different color of this team, but I couldn't. It just looked too bad. But we are doing the San Francisco 49ers. So we'll see how quickly we can turn them around to another Super Bowl win for them boys. And obviously we are leaving Kyle Shanahan as our head coach. There's no point to switch the man because, let's be fair, he's already been doing a pretty good job. Let's see how well we can continue with that. Well, very eventful free agency. As you can tell, it wasn't a great season for us. We got second in our division behind agency here for them, I would say. Obviously didn't sign Greenlaw back because he didn't go to us in the first place. But we signed some extra talent here. We did have to sign Bakhtiari because Williams did retire, unfortunately. But eventful free agency. Probably the most one of the eventful ones we've seen in a while whenever we do these rebuilds, in all honesty. But with that being said, to show you what that did to this team. A little bit of depth here. Nothing super great here. Could probably still use somebody over Pearsall, but I'm not pressing at the moment. Obviously, the O-line is significantly improved. Defense, little lackluster at the outside linebacker, but like we can fix that in the draft and other items. So we're not too badly off here. So you get an 89 overall, 91 offense, 89 defense. Let's see what this draft entails for them, because we might be able to make something happen here. Alrighty, well, we had an eventful free agency after a pretty decent season here. As you can tell, there were some decent high up signings here. Obviously, didn't get the best offensive tackle available, but we still got us a decent one here in Bakhtiari and decent other options here. Now, with that being said, the new 49ers pre-draft, of course, looks like... Wait for it to look. The following. An absolutely stellar offensive line. Admittedly, it's a little bit old, but let's be fair, this team's kind of got to sell out to win. So you have a 4 X Factor, 1 superstar with Juwan Jennings there. And on defense, some pretty good looking defense here. Maybe some D tackle, definitely some outside linebacker help is needed, but besides that, I mean, they look pretty stinking good. I think I might have to draft heavy on the defensive side, and we're going to have to just see what happens. But let me get to this draft, and let's show you how much that will affect this team. Alright, not a bad draft for us. We hit all the positions of need on that defense with the outside linebackers in that end. There's also a D tackle, a second tight end, and a few other items, which aren't that bad. I forgot to do full draft recap. I'm so sorry. I'm assuming it wasn't a very good draft, because I got a second round talent at, yeah. I was like, I have a second round talent at like top 5, it said, which makes sense now. Deep draft the overalls, but nothing stellar was in terms of overall, which it stinks, but it is what it is. For the lineup here, giant best lineup, bada bing, bada boom. I'm running with 3 actual receivers for them. Everything else looks pretty standard across the board. The one rookie's in. I'm gonna end up putting Brackett over Bush, but Watts takes over at the end, which is good to see. So we'll see what we can do here to get there. But I think we put ourselves in the best chance we can. Alrighty, so we've bought ourselves a wild card, a bye here, by being 15-2. I'm not even gonna see anything. So they're saying we get Saints in the division. The question is, what does this playoff team look like? Falcons beat Lions again. Eagles lose to Saints. Packers beat Bucks. Those are none of those are actually what they normally should be. Other side of this, Ravens beat Jags, expected. Chiefs beat Bengals, expected. Jets beat Bills, a little unexpected. But it means there's only one team of terror on the AFC side going into this AFC match at championship, who you probably will play. But as I learned from a couple other rebuilds here, I cannot underestimate any people on this NFC side as much as I want to. We need to perform at our greatest to win these games. And obviously, I mean, they throw the best, but we beat them in everything else pretty handily. So let's see if we can stick that around and keep it going for the win here. All right, around a minute left here. Obviously, a substantial lead here against the Russell Wilson-led Saints. This was 2-2 This is a very different Saints, it actually is. It's kind of funny. But they're definitely not out of the woods yet. I don't want to sit here and jinx anything like I have been doing in the past year. But we seem to be all over them at the moment, which is awesome to see. As you can tell, a lot of these players are doing really well because they got some interesting amount of X factors and everything on this field. But looking pretty good here. I mean, there's a minute left. Minute 2, sorry, take back. Minute 2 left. Obviously, this team is... I mean, we're 15-2 coming into this, so I'd expect nothing less than a somewhat dominant win here. I feel like 28 was a little bit much to give up, but I don't know if we were hitting bombs, because if we were hitting bombs, then it makes sense that they were able to get 28, because we would be on defense a lot. Dude, there are so many people in that backfield. I'm out cold. I mean, I get it. They're trying. They're putting their best shot out, but yeah, they don't got a shot. Let's be fair. Not a great pass rush by us there. Not a good pass rush by us there. That was bad. They absolutely locked it down. They absolutely locked that pass rush down. We did not do well. Again, not a great one. I mean, there's a nice 15-second runoff there, so we'll take it. Help speed this up. Ugh, 9, jeez. Come on, boys, hurry this thing up. I mean, it's again. I'm a little bit concerned we give it 28. We've done a decent part on this possession here, but I'll admit it's not. This is still. How do I put this? It's still. We're still not doing enough. As I say that, we get picked off. Cam Moore picks him off. As I say, Cam Moore picked him off. Okay. But that's a nice divisional win there. Let's see who we play in the conference championship now that we're headed to that. We get the Packers. And on the other side, it's Chiefs Texans. Go figure. So, if we make it, it's probably end up being a Chiefs 49ers if we make it there. But let's be fair, we don't really have any intentions of not getting there. I mean, 1st to 10th, 4th to 19th, 5th to 3rd, 9th to 1st, 15th to 11th, 3rd to 2nd. So, defense is slightly even. Both run the ball pretty well, but we throw better than they do. So, let's see how that comes into play here. All right, around a minute left here in the game versus the Packers. Got a 5-point lead currently. We did just take a knee, so we've already killed all their timeouts. And we have to run one more play. We take it under 30 seconds before that ball is snapped. So we technically, after we do this kneel down here, we don't have to run another play. We are under any amount of time. Time clock's there. We have a gigantic buffer. But of course, the Madden sim goes, no, field goal is needed. Okay, it's fine. No time on the clock. Doesn't matter what happens. Perfect. We will take that victory over Green Bay there. Obviously, not quite a handingly win, but definitely a little bit on the easier side to head over to that Super Bowl for our San Francisco 49ers. So let's see if Purdy here can get himself a ring. And just as we expected, we are playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who are second in points by 1.5 points. Have about 10 more yards throwing than us. but we beat them in every other category handingly. So we'll see if those two stat lines are enough for them to match up against our San Francisco 49ers here. But just to double check, ooh, we have the 1-2 for MVP going right here. Andy Reid's way down there at 8 for Coach of the Year. Put it over to NFC. Purdy there at second again. Hopefully this is enough to get him. Damn, Purdy, Ayuk. This offense is absolutely stellar. We know that. Hopefully it's enough to get Purdy X Factor if he doesn't already have it. I forget if he does. Nothing here. Nothing on the rookie side. Watts, though, gets defensive player, or rookie defensive player of the year, which is good to see. And Parsons is on there as well. Best quarterback, best running back, second best receiver. No linemen. 2 D linemen right there in Hargrave and Watts. Oop, Bosa is also in there at 9. I'm right. Take that back. Nothing for linebackers. Cam Ward for the corners here. Yeah, it might be enough to get him X Factor. I don't know. But let's take a quick look at the team. See how they stand here. Purdy's X Factor. What's his X Factor ability? It's brick wall. I don't know what brick wall is, but alright, we'll take it. No other change to overalls from this offense. Again, this O-line that we built is absolutely stellar. Watts, damn, we have so many. But all the rookies got up to superstar? Holy shit. I mean, obviously, Watts gets X Factor. I know, I can't remember if it's Parkett. One of these that makes sense because they were in the running. I mean, he won it, so I obviously understand him getting it, but like, damn. This is nuts. All right, I guess we're going to see if we can win this now. Minute 20 left here. 2 possession game for the Chiefs. Timeout by San Fran due to injury. And that is Hargrave, our star D tackle at the moment. Can they do it, folks? Over the top. Incomplete. I believe that's Rashid Rice. Let's see what we gotta do here. Mahomes back to throw. Over the top. To Kelsey. Short. Time will tick away here. 5-second runoff on the no huddle. I mean, look, I'm confident, but it's not certain yet. Incomplete. Would you just pick it off like a normal person, please? 56 seconds left. 4th and 4. First to keep it alive. If not, it's basically over. Thrown, caught, first down, timeout called. 53 seconds left. Ooh. I mean, I'm not super worried. But I also know how much Madden loves the Chiefs, so I'm slightly worried. Underneath, thrown to Worthy. Got there. Last timeout called. 45 seconds left for the Chiefs. Ooh. Can he do it? You basically got to score right here, right now. And that's not in the end zone. Never mind this. I'm just shut up. There's the Worthy touchdown. Extra point puts them within 7. That is where I'm concerned. This is where I'm concerned now. 7-point game, onside kick for the Chiefs. Recovered by Hushek. And that will put the nail in the coffin. 1 kneel down and it's over. And the San Francisco 49ers are your Super Bowl champions in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They are now your Super Bowl champion. Wow, that's some weird Kittle hair. It's in the middle doing something silly, so it's something stupidly, and I just see Kittle's hair. My man's got the samurai bun and an undercut somehow. But there you go, San Fran. We got you your Super Bowl that you guys so rightfully deserve for having a super team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we always do, once you win the Super Bowl, we go over and we show you your draft as it's already happened and what did I do. So, San Francisco starts off their draft with, at the 11th pick, Michael Williams, edge rusher, Georgia. That can be equated to Watts or either one of those outside linebackers that I took. So, possibility there. Number 2, you took Alfred Collins, D-tackle, Texas. I was able to hold on to Hargrave, who's currently not shown because he is injured. But that is something there that you guys did replace. 3rd round, Nick Martin, linebacker, Oklahoma State. Again, that it goes to Brackets or Parsons more than likely. Following it up with number 4 with C.J. West, D-tackle, Indiana. Again, I was able to maintain some guys. They did fairly well. You were able to draft there, so not bad. Number 4, Jordan Watkins, wide receiver, Ole Miss. That would equate to our boy. None of them. I didn't pick a receiver. So, you technically one-up me here, which could be bad. Ugh. Next on there is Jordan James, running back, Oregon. I didn't take a running back because, again, I don't need depth. So, that's not something I can equate to, but I don't mind the pick because McCaffrey is somebody who does get injured a fair bit. Next on your board here after that was Marquez Siegel, safety, Kansas State. I mean, I let Brown and Hufanga turn into monsters, so. But again, depth is needed in real life. I understand. And finally, in quick succession, your last picks, all offensive based. Curtis Recco, quarterback, Indiana. Connor Colby, O-line, Iowa. And then Junior Bergen, wide receiver, Montana. I mean, the O-line pick's not bad because I technically kept Pooney and I kept Banks. I improved your tackle situation with Trent Williams retiring, but they do have Trent Williams this year. So technically, Bakhtiari flipped. You still need to find a better right and a better center. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's super likely, but they're missing some big key spots on this offense because they all have the skill. They just don't have anyone to block. Defensive side, they absolutely need to replace some people who left. I did that with ease, but again, our drafting is a little bit easier than their drafting. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. San Fran, there is your Super Bowl. I unfortunately will have to go on to my last 2 of Chiefs, and I have to go back to Falcons because I do owe them a Super Bowl still. So don't worry, Falcon fans. If you're taking a look at my stuff, I'm still aware of you guys. We'll get you your Super Bowl win here. But thank you all for watching. I hope you guys come back. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.